Hey guys, I'm back again. I'm going to try and finish this project for once, and I'm going to try and finish this video. I'm making a foot pedal arm out of my scrap metal so that I can operate my shrinker stretcher. And I got a couple of different video processes on the go at once. But, so this is the point I'm at now. I've got my foot pedal is built, so it's just a piece of tube steel with a plate welded on and a few holes drilled in it, and that's going to go down at the bottom here where it can be manually operated with my foot and raise the arm up and down. Sorry, drop this piece. So I've made a attachment for the arm. So this arm goes up in here. It sits in this block. And then I had to make some kind of a joint that would attach. So I just notched out a piece of tube steel, drilled a hole in it. I had to have a lot more clearance on this side than on this side, so that I can get the angle that I need to get down to the foot pedal, which will be down there. So once I'm done messing around with this other piece, I've drilled a few holes in it. I'm going to weld this end to this end here so that I can get it all the way down to the bottom, and then it'll just get bolted on here. And here I've just made up a stud because I can't have the bolt sticking out this side. I can't have a head in the way because it'll jam up against that other arm down the bottom. So I've just cut off the bolt at the right length that I need, and then I've made a larger hole on this side so that I can weld in around there, and then I can possibly do a couple of small welds along the corners here, and maybe I can even get a tack in there. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to set up and you guys can see how that works. I'll just get this thing sitting where it's got to be. Don't want to get any sparks on the lens. Alright, so I'm going to get my ground strap. Strapped on there. There, that'll probably work that way. The trick is for it not to be falling over while I'm trying to do it. Leave my gun set there. Don't really have a proper workbench, so I'm just going by what I've got here. Looking pretty straight. So I'll just finish welding her up. It should be all good. That side's done. Get her flipped over. Maybe I can get a couple of welds in from the inside there. We'll see. There's one. Had to build it up a little bit. That's pretty good. So by welding into these holes here now, I can pretty much avoid having any welds around here, and which will get in the way, because when that's sitting on here, sorry, I don't want anything on this side rubbing, and I don't want anything in there getting in my way of the next piece. So that's pretty good. I'll probably grind that smooth because I beveled the edge nice and heavy, so I can grind that off and I won't lose any strength. Now I just got to weld these two pieces together. So I just have to make sure I weld them together the right way, get the orientation right. That goes like so, that goes like so. Just in case I forget, I'll just do a little mark. If I happen to turn one over, I'll be in the right place. Alright. Cover up the arms, I guess. You don't want a sunburn. God knows we're not getting any sun in this weekend. Lost my ground clamp. So because it's tube steel, I don't want to get it too hot. I want to get lots of heat in there in a hurry, so I have the amperage pretty high, but I just do little shots, little tacks down the row so I don't get it too hot and blow holes in it. that's done. That pretty much concludes my welding for today. I'll just brush that off. So you can see, not too bad. Not terrible. Not the best weld you've ever seen, but it's going to work for me. So, now I can bolt this thing together. That's a little warm. Yeah. Oh, got that on backwards. It's in there. That on there. Here's the end of the bolt I cut off for this stud. Throwing that on there. So all I need now is a spring on here to pull this back up when I'm not using it, because you don't want to leave the arm pulled down tight. You'll pinch the jaws together on the shrinker. So when I push down on here, you can see the arm goes down at the top. So that's the idea, is I just keep doing that while I'm doing my shrinking and stretching. So I got to come up with some sort of a spring mechanism, but that's basically it. So thanks for watching. If you like what I'm doing, I'll try and do more of it, and I'll do it better. And like and subscribe. Take it easy, guys.